Alright, there's one type of firearm that I don't see enough of in our little corner of YouTube, in our little gun community corner. And that is the revolver. And not just any revolver, I'm talking about the old single action revolver. This is a Ruger, new model Blackhawk, chambered in .357 Magnum. This is my new acquisition. Just picked this up today. And this is pretty much, if you guys have watched my channel for a long time, you know I've done a review on one of these before. That was my father-in-law's. He's got the Blackhawk convertible. Pretty much the same thing as this, with the exception that it has the the machined and fitted 9mm cylinder that you can swap out to shoot 9mm rounds through. This one does not. This is just strictly .357. But keep in mind, just like with any other .357, I can shoot .38 special through. But there's a reason I got this. And it's mainly the attitude of the firearm. Single action revolvers aren't the fanciest guns out there. They're not the fastest guns. They certainly don't hold a lot of interest out there when compared to the new polymer super guns, the Glocks, the Smith & Wessons, all the polymer fighting guns out there. But there's one thing that these things do have. They're heavy. They're built like tanks. They're extremely fun to shoot. They're chambered in excellent fighting calibers for the most part. This one's a .357 Magnum again, but you can get these in .44, .454, .45 Colt. There's a myriad number of excellent heavy-duty chamberings that you can get these single-action revolvers in. And they're normally priced less than a double-action revolver. I also submit that with a little bit of practice, you can fight with a single-action revolver pretty damn well. As you can see, this one, I do have a Hogue grip on it. I still got the traditional grips, of course, just in case if I want to throw the traditional grips back on just to shoot it with a more traditional feel. But for a utilitarian use, self-defense use, which I honestly think the single-action revolver is geared around, it is a self-defense pistol. It's a fighting pistol, but it's an old-school fighting gun. It's nothing like the new days, you know. This is what people in the Old West, and even up to this day, it's what some people choose as their primary self-defense firearm. There's a lot of places in Montana. You go to small places in Montana, little towns, and settlements, you'll see a lot of people open carrying. And you know what? For the most part, they're open carrying single action revolvers. Some of them even have some actual Colts, old original Colts, and even up to these. It's because of how they're built. They're built to last. They're tough. They're built like tanks. They work, and they work well. It's kind of my way of being a little bit different. When everybody's going to the Glocks and purchasing this and that, and purchasing the ultra small carry guns, the cars, the Kel-Tecs, and talking about, you know, how light their gun is and how super efficient their gun is, and they don't even know they're carrying it, I'm going the opposite way. I'm going heavy. I'm going a loud kaboom. And I'm going for the attitude. Again, this is the .357 Magnum. It's not the biggest model out there. There's a lot of 44s, 454s, 45 Colts, a lot of different chamberings out there that make a hell of a bigger boom than this, but it's a good all-around cartridge, and the fact that I can shoot .38s out of this when I'm not in the mood to shoot full-up .357 rounds really makes a difference. So alright, I'll probably do another video in the future just going into more details on this Blackhawk. I really haven't discussed many details on this gun. It's a basic single action revolver. 6 rounds. You can load all 6 chambers. It's not like the old school where you have to keep one empty and keep the hammer on a empty chamber. You can see transfer bar and everything in there. It is safe to carry with all chambers loaded. Typical single action function. Flip open the loading gate. You can spin the cylinder. Right here is how you eject the rounds out. So when you're done shooting, you do that motion, eject all the rounds out, drop your new ones in, close it, the cylinder locks, and then there you go. If you want to take the cylinder out, you can push this pin out, open the loading gate, and the whole cylinder comes out for cleaning. But it's a basic 6-shot single action revolver. And oh, by the way, the rear sight is adjustable, as you can see here. You can do a windage adjustable on the rear sight, and you can do elevation. So you got your elevation here, then you have a smaller one, oops, right there. I did a review on one of these a while ago. I'll try to remember to link it on the bottom of this video. In case you guys are curious, a lot of you guys have already seen it, just videos on the old Blackhawk convertible that my father-in-law has. So alright, enough talking out of me. Hope to put some fun videos up of me shooting this bad boy. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay safe.